So students, today we will study about UP art and culture. It is very important to understand the art and culture of UP for especially for UP PCS mains. So let's begin. So we know about prehistoric canvas, the paintings. First rock painted shelter discovered in Mirzapur. Depictions of hunting scenes were there. Rhino at God Mangar in red ochre. So you have to remember this point. Rhino was there in God Mangar in red ochre. Okay. And the first rock painting shelters discovered in Mirzapur. You can see the rock painting here. Mirzapur rock art. Okay. Then we have Mughal atelier. Humayun and Akbar in the Tasveer Khana at Fatehpur Sikri during the period of Akbar. Tasveer Khana. Jahangir, focus on nature and portraiture. Ustad Mansoor, he was the main master of the Mughal art painter. So the Mughal painter, the most famous painter was Ustad Mansoor. He is famous for creating the paintings of birds and animals at that time. And there was one more painter, that is Abul Hasan. He was also famous at that time. So you can remember these two painters. One is Ustad Mansoor and second is Abul Hasan. Okay. Now during the earlier Paleolithic period in the Stone Age, we have famous rock art of Mirzapur and the Banda rock art. Okay. So you have to remember these 3 points. The Likhonia, famous for elephant hunt. Then we have God Mangar, there's famous for rhino hunt. And there is a third point, that is Dhok Maharani. Okay, Dhok Maharani. It is for ghostly, for ghosts. Like you are able to see this painting. The ghost painting is there in Dhok Maharani. So we have 3 places that you have to remember. One is Likhonia, in which we have the information of elephant hunt. Then we have God Mangar, we have the rhino hunt information, and Dhok Maharani, where we get the information about the ghost paintings. You can see the ghost paintings. This is a rhino painting, this is the elephant painting. So you are able to see the 3 paintings also with this. So the earliest expression of human life in the regions inscribed on walls and ceilings, and the colors used were red, ochre, white and yellow pigments. So these colors were used at that period of time. Now in the Mughal canvas, you have to remember some masters that are Bizad, Shah Muzaffar, Abdus Samad and Mir Sayyid Ali. So these painters were very famous during the Mughal period. Abdus Samad, Mir Sayyid Ali, Muzaffar, Shah Muzaffar and Bizad. So Tasveer Khana, we all know, it was during the period of Akbar that was established at Fatehpur Sikri, and it employed over 7,100 painters. Tasveer Khana. And then it is a golden age of Jahangir, focus on nature and individual portraits. Jahangir focus on this. Shah Jahan's formal portraits and album compilation. So Jahangir was famous for natural paintings, okay, and individual portraits, whereas the Shah Jahan was more of importance was given to the formal paintings, like the formal art that was important during the Shah Jahan and the album compilation. So in Jahangir era, there was a Ustad Mansoor, famous for birds and animals, and Abul Hasan. Okay, Nadir ul Zama. He was also very famous painter. So two painters you have to remember: Ustad Mansoor and Abul Hasan. Then we have to remember the introduction of Petra Dura and the zenith of illuminated manuscripts. So it was the time of the Shah Jahan. Petra Dura means inlay of stone arts. You are able to see these stone arts here. These is called as Petra Dura. So inlay of stone arts. Stone material is inscribed while painting the walls or any surface. So use that thing, Petra Dura. Then we have regional school of art. One is Bundela School of Art, Lucknow School of Art. Okay. So in Bundela School of Art, we have a very famous painting that is called Krishna Leela. You are able to see this painting, patronized by Chandela rulers. So we know that Bundela School of Art was in Bundelkhand region, and it was patronized by Chandela rulers. Krishna Radha themes and figures with distinct small foreheads. Though small foreheads, the foreheads were small in these paintings. You have to remember this. Then we have the Lucknow style, Rumi Kalam, a fusion of styles, fusion of Mughal and Avdi style, focusing on naturalistic individual portraits. So it is a naturalistic individual portraits, Rumi Kalam style. You have to remember, Rumi Kalam style was a fusion of Mughal and Awadh style. Then we have Chalk Purana. What do you mean by chalk? Folk art on the floor. Okay. Auspicious floor decorations created with rice paste to invoke prosperity. So even today in many areas of India, we use this type of chalk art where we paint our floor with rice or any other material. So for the auspicious means something, a good sign of something. For having invoking the prosperous of the home, for invoking prosperity, we use these type of paintings, chalk Purana, folk art on the floor. So we have already told you, I have already told you about this Chandera rulers and of Kannauj and Bundelkhand, Bundela schools, themes Krishna Leela, Ragmala, Chitravli. So these were the themes. Krishna Leela, Ragmala. Ragmala means garland of ragas, and Chitravli. And we have small foreheads and highly decorated clothing. So you have to remember this thing. Bundela School of Art, miniature painting. Then we have modern art, Sanji painting, the intricate paper cutting art of Mathura. So Sanji style is in Mathura, intricate paper cutting art of Mathura. It is a Sanji painting. Then we have Chalk Purana. We have already told you, like Rangoli for prosperity. Then the modern style, Sanji paper art is like this. It is a paper cutting art of Mathura. Then we have wash technique of the Lucknow school, modern style. So you have to remember these regional paintings also. This is very famous, very important, and has a high probability in coming the upcoming exam of UPPCS mains. Now we will talk about the textile heritage. Textile heritage. We all know about chikankari in Lucknow. This is the chikankari embroidery. Delicate white on white shadow work embroidery on Muslims. So it is a white on white shadow work on Muslim. It is like this. It is a chikankari. Then we have Zardozi. It is famous in Agra, Varanasi, Bareilly. Heavy embroidery using gold and silver threads. So it is called as Zari. Zari means using gold and silver threads to create 3D patterns. So you can see Zardozi here. I am trying to uh, visualize you all these things, because once you have a visualization of art, then definitely you can write easily on these things. Then we have Banarsi sarees, Banarsi brocades, world renowned silk weaving sarees. You can see like this. So this is chikankari, then we have Zardozi, and then third is Banarsi. Now we will talk about, after textiles, we will talk about the cuisines, famous cuisines. So Avdi in Awadh region, famous for dum and aromatic biryani. Okay, dum biryanis. Dum means slow cooking. Aroma means having a good smell of something. That is aroma. Then we have Mughlai, characterized by rich gravies, dried fruits, and heavy cream. That is Mughlai. So you have to remember these things for cuisines: Mughlai, rich gravies, dried fruits, and heavy creams, and Avdi dum biryanis in Awadh region. Then we have art and crafts. So we know about ODOP program also, one district, one product program of UP. The famous crafts of UP are Brass City, famous for metalwork. Muradabad is known for the metalwork. Then we have Firozabad, which is famous for bangles, also known as city of glasses. Then we have Kannauj. It is the perfume capital. Itar, we say in Hindi, Itar. Then Badoi, carpet city. There is famous carpets there with hand knotted carpets. Then we have Saharanpur, famous for wood carving. And then Nizamabad, famous for black pottery. Nizamabad is in Azamgarh. So you have to remember these things. If anything related to art and craft come, then you can write all these things: Kannauj, Firozabad, Muradabad, Saharanpur, Badoi, Nizamabad. Okay. Then we have about the cultural melting, how different cultures coexist in UP state. We have already seen Avdi and Mughlai tradition, Dampukht. Okay. Then we have language, Hindi and Urdu is the official language. Then we have regional languages like Braj, Avdi, Bhojpuri. We will look into it also. Then we have demographies, coexistence of Indo-Aryans, Dravidians, and multiple faiths: Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism. All these faiths are living in UP. Languages, cuisines. So in any answer, if there is a unity in diversity type of question, you can write all these points. So again, there are various festivals of UP. Famous is Kumbh Mela. We all know about it. It is the largest peaceful congregation of pilgrims in the world. Kumbh Mela, I think around 50 to 60 crore people visited this year, last year in Kumbh Mela. Then we have Taj Mahotsav. It is in Agra. Celebration of art, crafts, and culture. Then we have Sulaikul. It is also in Agra. Festival symbolizing Hindu-Muslim unity. It was initiated by Akbar. Sulaikul, we all know. Then in Barsana we have Latmar Holi. That is colorful and playful tradition of Braj. So festivals, you have to remember some famous festivals of UP. There are many other festivals also there. Ganga festival is there. It is in Banaras. Then we have different like fairs also is there. So we will also discuss that in later part. Now after that we will talk about different Jain's places, Jain in UP. We know about Degad, Lalitpur, home to the Shantinath, Digambar Jain, Atishay Kshetra. Okay, Shantinath, it is the home to the Shantinath, and Ahichatra Bareli, site of Parshavnath's meditation. So you don't have to remember many name of the Tirthankars, you can have name of even one Tirthankar and one place. Like you know about Shantinath is in Degad, Lalitpur. Parsavnath's meditation was in Ahichitra, Bareli. Similarly, Ayodhya, birthplace of Reshabnath, Ajitnath. If you remember 2 points, it's okay. Then we have Shravasti, birthplace of Sambhavnath and Chandprabhanath, Shravasti. Okay. Then we have Kaushambi, birthplace of Padma Prabha, and Varanasi, Kashi, birthplace of Parsavnath, 23rd Tirthankar, and Supershvanath. Supershvanath. So it is not like you have to remember each Tirthankars, but places are important. That even if you remember that Ayodhya is the birthplace of Reshamnath, it is okay. You don't have to remember 4 5 Tirthankars here. Similarly, Shravasti, birthplace of Sambhavnath. Kaushambi, birthplace of Padam Prabha. Varanasi, birthplace of Parsavnath. Okay, Deogarh, home to the Shantinath, and Ahichitra, site of Parsavnath's meditation. Okay, so if you are able to recognize, you remember these 6 places, then definitely you will get a very good marks if any question arise of the Jan in UPPCS mains. Then we have Buddhist circuit, like Shravasti is there. We know that 19 rainy seasons, maximum sermons delivered here by the Buddha, Shravasti. Then we have Kushinagar, that is for Mahaparinirvan. And then we have Kaushambi. Kaushambi is famous for Gositram monastery. Sarnath, first sermon, and there is a site of Dhamek Stupa is also there. Okay. Then we have Sankisa, descent from heaven legend. Okay. These are some places. Also Kapilvastu. Kapilvastu is the childhood home of Lord Buddha. So UP is the stage for the Buddha's entire life cycle, from luxury of his youth to his final liberation. Then we have different gharanas. Gharana is a distinct school or a style of classical music passed down through generations. So what is gharana? It is a distinct school or style of classical music. We all know about classical music. So when generations passes, so that classical music is divided into different regions. Each region correspond to one gharana. Okay, when it passed down through generations. Like in UP there is a Agra gharana, then Kirana gharana is in Muzaffarnagar, Banaras gharana, Lucknow gharana. So who was the founder is like Haji Sujan Khan, Agra gharana, and it is based on powerful voice, rhythm based, Drupad influenced khayals. So it is having some important features of each gharana that you must know. Then we have Kirana gharana, it is in Muzaffarnagar. It is associated with Kirana. It is slow, melodic, emotional, focus on purity and alap. Then we have Banaras gharana, Pandit Jankar Prasad. Then famous artist is Girja Devi, and the signature style is Thumri, Dadra, semi-classical. It is semi-classical. Then we have Lucknow gharana, Nawab Wajid Ali Shah. He is the founder. It is soft, graceful, romantic, and the famous themes include Khayal and Drupad in that. So you have to remember these 4 gharanas, because there are high chances that this type of question can come in exam. And it is not important that you have to learn a lot for each thing, but you have to remember at least 2 3 points of each gharana, like the founder, any famous person of that gharana, 2 3 style, or you can say distinctions from other gharanas. Like in Agra gharana there is a powerful voice, rhythm based. Then it is slow, melodic in Kirana gharana. Then Thumri, Dadra is in Banaras Gharana, and Lucknow Gharana soft, graceful and romantic. So you can remember all these things and the founder. That's why I have given a very crisp notes, so you can just see all these things in the last time. Then we have the pillars of Hindustani classical music. Then first is Dhrupad. It is the oldest classical form with origins in Mathura Vrindavan temples, characterized by serious devotional style. Dhrupad is like this. Then we have Khayal. Khayal developed by Amir Khusro based on improvisation. It is the most popular classical form today. Then we have Thumri. Thumri is romantic and emotional style centered in Lucknow and Banaras. So three pillars you have to remember. One is Dhrupad, second is Khayal, third is Thumri. You don't have to remember a lot. The Etava Gharana is also there. It is renowned for its sitar and surbhar traditions. So apart from four Gharana, Etava Gharana is renowned for its sitar and surbhar traditions. Then we have the folk music in UP. Folk music and folk dance. These two things are very, very important. Again, I told you that this PDF, all these things that I am giving you, is like everything is very, very important and have a high chances of coming in exams. So folk music is connected to the seasons, dialects and the rituals. Seasons like summers, winters, rainy, spring, and then we have dialects, different dialects, languages, and then the rituals, the traditions, cultures, the rituals followed by different people of different region. Like song of the monsoon. In the monsoon, like rainy season, we have Kajri. Kajri is famous in Mirzapur and Banaras. Okay, during the Sawan monsoon season. Themes is longing, separation. Okay, sung mainly by women and associated with the Tej festival. So the Tej festival that is very famous in UP, it is associated with that festival. Then we have Jhula again with the Sawan Tej festival sung by women while on swings. Swings means जब वो झूला झूल रही है उस time पे they sing this song. Themes is love, rain and nature. Okay, so these two festivals are songs of the monsoon. Then songs of the season life cycle, spring and Holi, sung in the Chaitra month, Chaiti. Chaiti song is sung in the Chaitra month, March, April in eastern UP. Fag, energetic, joyful songs for Holi, popular in Braj and Bundelkhand region. The instruments used is dholak and manjira. The dholak and manjira is used at that time. Fag, Chaiti, okay. Then we have birth celebration Sohar, sung by women upon the birth of a child. Theme is celebratory blessings, often weaving in stories of Lord Ram's or Krishna's birth. So basically, it is like the celebration during the birth of a child, and there is a stories of Lord Ram's or Krishna births in these themes. The theme is based on that. Then we have the songs of bravery, separation, like Ala. It is for heroism. Region is Bundelkhand. Heroic ballads about the warriors Ala and Udal, sung in a powerful voice during monsoons and village fairs to encourage the warrior spirit. So to encourage the warrior spirit in the people and to tell about the warriors Ala and Udal in that were there in the Bundelkhand region, this Ala song is sung there. Then we have Bira. Bira is separation in Purvanchal and Bhojpuri. Themes of pain and emotional sufferings, a storytelling form often performed in musical competitions. So it is the theme of pain and emotional suffering. Then we have Rasiya. This is a theme of love in Braj Mathura. Devotional songs exploring the love of Radha and Krishna. So we have Bira, we have Rasiya, and we have Ala. Okay. So it is the regional distribution of folk tradition in Awadh. There is a Sohar and Chaiti. Then we have Bira, Kajri in Purvanchal. Then we have Ala in Bundelkhand, Rasiya and Fag in Braj region. You have to remember all these things. The instrumentations that are used mainly are dholak, harmonium, tabla, manjira, sarangi, shanai and nagada. So sometimes instrumentations can also come. What instrumentations are used? So you have to remember these instrumentations. Then we have the Kathak. What is Kathak? Kathak comes from Katha, the storytelling through dance. We are telling the story through dance in Kathak. Okay. Origins: preserved stories of Radha Krishna in temples, later patronized by Wajid Ali Shah in the Lucknow. So basically, in Kathak we have the stories of Radha and Krishna, and it was patronized by Wajid Ali Shah in the Lucknow court. The four pillars of Kathak is Tatkar, rhythmic work. It is the rhythmic work. Okay, then we have Chakkar. Chakkar means rapid spins, gol gol ghumna. Then we have hand gestures, that is called as mudras, and we have Abhinay. Abhinay means facial expressions. So these are the four pillars of the Kathak that you have to remember: Tatkar, Chakkar, Mudras, and Abhinay. These are the four pillars of Kathak. Okay. And what are the grammars? Then we have Thaat, Amad, Salami, Jugalbandi, Ghat, Tihai. So even if you don't remember all these points, it is not important that but you have to remember at least 2-3 points of Kathaks. Okay, that like Thaat is graceful opening pose, Amad is rhythmic entry sequence, Salam is salutations, Jugalbandi is rhythmic duel with tabla. Like tabla is you are someone is focusing on tabla, and at that time someone is dancing. That is Jugalbandi. Then Gut is stylized walking. Tihai is repeated 3 times to end on Sam. So it is not like that you have to remember each and every point. It is also not very practical to remember. But if you remember 2-3 points like Thaat, Salami, Jugalbandi, then also it will help you a lot in the exam. Then the Kathak masters were Birju Maharaj, Lachu Maharaj, Sitara Devi. You have to remember these names. You can write also. If there is any exam on Kathak, then we have folk dances of Braj, that is Charkula. Now we will focus on the dances region. Balanced dance where performers carry a multi-tiered pyramid of oil lamps or a wheel on their heads, performed during Holi. So basically performers, it is a Charkula, it carry a multi-tiered pyramid of oil lamps or a wheel on their heads, and it is performed during Holi Charkula. It is the Braj region. Braj means Mathura region. Then we have Mayur. It is a peacock dance based on Radha Krishna themes, symbolizing the peace of Braj culture. Symbolizing the peacock of Braj culture. Okay. Mayur and Charkula. Then in Bundelkhand region, we have dances like Pai Danda, an energetic stick dance unique to the region. It is like Dandiya. Then we have Rai, the most popular folk dance of Bundelkhand, characterized by fast rhythms. Then we have Diwali or Kartik, seasonal community dance linked to the harvest and Diwali. Okay, it is linked to the harvest of crops and Diwali season, Diwali and Kartik. Then we have Rai, which is famous folk dance characterized by fast rhythms. Then we have Pai Danda. It is a stick dance unique to the region, similar to Dandiya. Then we have Awadh dances in Awadh and Purvanchal region. In Awadh, we have Jogini, Dhediya, Kolbari, performed in village groups during festivals, weddings, and devotional events. So in festivals, different festivals like Holi, Diwali, or in weddings or in devotional events, it is performed. In Purvanchal, one is Nakuta, second Dadra. You have to remember this blend of song and lok nritya. So it is a blend of song and dance performed at fairs. फेयर्स मीन्स लाइक मेले वगैरह जो होते हैं उस पर आपका ये सब परफॉर्म होते हैं, नकुटा एंड दादरा. देन इन अवध रीजन जोगिनी, धेडिया एंड कोलबारी. देन वी हैव द थिएटर्स, सेक्रेट थिएटर्स, रामलीला एंड रासलीला. रामलीला based on the Ramayana, life of Lord Ram, language is Avdi, It is UNESCO intangible cultural heritage. It is included in that Ramlila. मेन सेंटर्स आर ड्यूरिंग, वैसे तो पूरे यूपी में होता है ये, बट मेन सेंटर इज इन लाइक वाराणसी रीजन ऑन दशहरा. देन वी हैव रासलीला, लाइफ ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्णा इन ब्रज मथुरा वृंदावन रीजन ड्यूरिंग द जन्माष्टमी एंड होली. blend of dance, music and acting. So this is a dance of a blend of dance, music and acting, Ras Leela and Ram Leela. It is very famous, everyone know about that, these two theaters. Then other stages of theaters are Nautanki. It is in famous in Kanpur and Hathras. So it is a operatic folk theater combining high pitched singing, dialogues and dance. Nautanki. Themes is romance, bravery, social reforms and devotion. So four themes are there in Nautanki. One is romance, second is bravery, third is social reforms and fourth is devotion. Then we have Swang. Swang theater is in Hathras and Rohtak belt. Style is musical folk drama filled with humor and dialogue. So Swang is basically folk drama, musical folk drama एंड ह्यूमर मीन मजाकिया टाइप का रहता है इसमें डायलॉग के साथ, ठीक है ना, फिल्ड विद ह्यूमर एंड डायलॉग. सो स्वैंग, नौटंकी. Then we have the evolution of modern and courtly theatres. Bhartendu Harishchandra, we all know about him. He is the father of modern Hindi literature and theatre. Promoted Hindi, खड़ी बोली and introduced social satire. Satire means व्यंग, जो चीज़ व्यंग वगैरह करते हैं लोग, उसका है. Famous plays अंधेरी नगरी and भारत दूरदर्शा. That is the famous plays of Bhartendu Harishchandra. Then we have the court of Wajid Ali Shah. Production is राधा कन्हैया का किस्सा. The first modern play of the region fusing Kathak music and drama in a courtly settings. So in this, what happened that there was a fusion of Kathak, there was a fusion of music and the drama in a courtly settings. So we all know about Lucknow Gharana. Famous is Birju Maharaj, Lachu Maharaj and Sitara Devi. These were the famous of Lucknow Gharana. Expressive storytelling, renowned choreography, Kathak in films and classical stage, and queen of Kathak is Sitara Devi with energetic and expressive performances. Now we know about that in UP there are different regions and each region is famous for something. Like Braj region, famous Krishna devotion and Holi. It is very famous here in Braj region. Then in western UP, agricultural life because of fertile soil. Then in Bundelkhand, we have warrior spirit, like we have discussed about Ala and Udal, and agriculture also is there. Then we have Purvanchal region. There is famous folk theatres and fairs. Then Awadh region, Nawabi culture, village ceremonies. Then we have Terai region, it is the tribal and forest culture is there. And then we have Rohilkhand, that is in Bareilly region, mixed of the Mughal influence. You have to remember these things, that if any question come, that how in one state many world exist because of many different cultures. Now after that, region, Awadh region, we all know the Awadh region means Lucknow, Ayodhya, Sitapur region is called Awadh region. Blend of Nawabi culture, devotional traditions and village ceremonies. So it is a blend of Nawabi culture, devotional traditions and village ceremonies. Dances are performed in village groups, emphasizing collective participation over solo performance. So in this region, there is a collective conscience of the people. So collectivity is very important in these. So social grouping is important in Awadh region. That's why everything is happening in collective participation of people. Jogini, a devotional dance for goddess worship involving circular formation symbolizing spiritual unity. Like this is a Jogini. You can see that are dance for goddess worship, circular formations. People are in circular and symbolizing spiritual unity. That is Jokini. Then the second is Dhedia. Dhedia is the group dance reflecting village lifestyle and collective joy. Again, like same only like group dance. People are grouping with people are dancing in group. So and they are reflecting the village lifestyle, as we all know that in villages all things are happens in collectivity, not individuality, and collective joy. Then we have Kolbari, community dance for weddings and festivals. It is for wedding and festival. Focuses on storytelling through gestures. It is telling the stories through gestures. So it helps in strengthening social bonding and cultural continuity. There is a continuity of the culture across generation, and the social bonding is also strengthening because of these things. Then we have Purvanchal region, that is Varanasi, Gorakhpur, Jaunpur region. Okay, Nakuta, folk theatre dance with humor and satire. We already have discussed it. Performers often wear masks, colorful costumes, and exaggerated makeup. So they wear masks like this. Then the costumes are also very colorful, and exaggerated makeup is there. Other forms is Londa Nach, men in female roles, Natwari, Bira. Okay, these are other forms in the region of Purvanchal region. Then we have Dadra. Dadra blend of folk singing and dance expresses love, devotion, and emotional themes performed in pairs or small groups. You have to remember these things. Then we have Western UP, Meerut, Saharanpur. Agriculture life, as I already told you, so Rasia, linked with folk song, Krishna themes, Chapeli, pair dance with rhythmic steps, एंड घोड़ी परफॉर्म ड्यूरिंग वेडिंग एंड प्रोसेशंस. जो भी आपकी प्रोसेशन मतलब वेडिंग में जब घोड़ी चढ़ते हैं लड़का, तो उस पर जो डांस होता है उसे कहते हैं घोड़ी डांस. ठीक है. रोहिलखंड, बरेली रीजन, अवधि, कुमाऊनी एंड मुगल इन्फ्लुएंस. कुमाऊं बिकॉज इट इज़ नियर उत्तराखंड. सो झूमर, ग्रुप फोक डांस, सोयर डांस, छोलिया इन्फ्लुएंस्ड फॉर्म्स फाउंड इन बॉर्डर एरियाज. सो ओके, सो सोयर डांस इज ऑल्सो देयर. तलवार के साथ डांस होता है यहाँ पे. सोयर डांस लाइक छोलिया फाउंड इन बॉर्डर एरियाज, एंड झूमर ग्रुप फोक डांस. यू कैन सी लाइक ग्रुप फोक डांस, झूमर इज देयर. So you have to remember all these things. Then we have Terai belt, Lakhimpur, Kiri, Behrai. We know this is tribal areas. So tribal heritage, forest culture and Nepali influence is there. Major dance is Tharu tribal dance by the Tharu community, Jhumar, agricultural seasonal dance, Hurka, a tribal ritual dance linked to the religion and harvest. So Hurka, Jhumar and Tharu tribal dance. Traditional songs and rituals related to forest life and harvest. So definitely because of Terai region, forest life and harvest cycles are there. So you have to remember these things. So classical, like we have told about Kathak, Lucknow Gharana, famous Birju Maharaj, Sitara Devi region, Braj. Classical is famous in Lucknow. Folk devotional Braj region like Charkula, Mayur. Then martial rhythmic is Bundelkhand like Pai Danda, Rai. Then theatrical social is Purvanchal, Awadh regions like Naktua, Jogini, Dadra. And folk tribal is in Tharu dance, Terai regions. So you have to remember these different areas where different type of dances are happening. Then we have inscriptions and copper plates also in Banskhera. It is in Shahjahanpur. Harsha's copper plate inscription about Harsha's lineage, administration, taxation, charity. Then we have Saw Gaura inscription that is in Gorakhpur. Northern black polished ware pottery, iron artifacts and Kushan coins is there in Saw Gaura. Then we have Gadwa, that is in Prayagraj. Stone inscriptions of the Gupta lineage, Kumargupta, Samudragupta and Skandgupta is there. Then we have Hulas in Saharanpur, featuring beads and bangle factories. So beads and bangle factories has been there. So you have to find that these are the copper plates inscriptions that has been found from different places. Then we have Mathura and Gandhara school. I have already told you about Mathura is the indigenous. Then it is from Kushan dynasty, Takshila. Red sandstones, grey sandstones is their material used. no external influence Greek influence. Subject is Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism, entirely Buddhism. In this, features is shaven head, muscular physique, abhay mudra, large halo around head, where it is in beard Buddha, wavy hair, ornaments, yogi posture, large forehead. Okay, so you have to remember these things. I have already discussed in the last class also about it. So if you have seen the last class, then you will be able to see these things. Then Gharana system, tabla gharanas like Lucknow Gharana, Banaras Gharana, famous for tablas. Nawab Wajid Ali Shah and Banaras Gharana, Pandit Janki Prasad. Then we have vocal or khayal gharanas like Agra Gharana, Rangila Gharana, founder Haji Sujain Khan, Kirana Gharana, Kale Khan and Chand Khan, founders Etawa Gharana, Sitara, Surbahar. We have already discussed about it. You have to just see the video once again. Then Kathak dance, one of the 8 classical dance. Theme is the story of Radha Krishna. And elements Nrit, Thaat, Amad, Jugalbandi, Tarana. We have already discussed about it. Zenit during Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, Birju Maharaj, Lachu Maharaj and Sitara Devi. We have discussed again. Then we have Bhartendu Harishchandra, we have Bharat Durdasha, Andheri Nagari, and Wajid Ali Shah, we know. Then religious folks, Ram Leela, Ras Leela, Nautanki, Swang, Rahula. Rahula is in Bundelkhand region. So earlier it was not discussed. Rahula you can also remember. Nautanki, Swang and this. Now the government initiatives for the promotion is like ODOP scheme, one district, one product scheme. Then UP Institute of Design, that is for the promotion of these arts and crafts. Then recognition Vishisht Hastshilp Pradeshik Puraskar Yojana. So this is the Puraskar Yojana award scheme. Vishisht Hastshilp Pradeshik Puraskar Yojana. Then we have welfare pension scheme for specialist craftsmen we have. And then we have Mukhyamantri Hastshilp Pradeshik Pension Yojana. Mukhyamantri Hastshilp Pradeshik Pension Yojana. So we have covered the art and culture of UP. And don't think that you have to discuss that I haven't discussed a lot, because there is not enough time also, and by discussing a lot of things there is no use. You have to just have the crisp answers. The answers should be crisp. I have given the best that I can give to you. In the next class we will see the fairs and festivals of UP, and also about the some important districts, places of UP. So for today, this is all it is, and we will meet again tomorrow. Thank you.